Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yudhishthira Ragamendra, and here our presentation about Emerald Parkers. Um, and next slide is Emerald Parkers was born in 15 July 1885, Manchester, England, and died in 15 June in 1828, 1969, Hampstead, London, England. Political party Women Party in 18 1917 and 1919, Conservative Party in 1926 and 1928, Movement Women Social or Political Union or WSPU he has a husband named is Richard Parkes and has children is five children including Christabel, Sylvia and Andrew Parkes. Early life. Cameron Golden was born in Solon Street in the Moss district in Manchester on 15 July 1858 at the school his teacher called her Emily name of she preferred to be called. In 1881, C.S. Lemon was the first country in the woman to work in the national election, and the father of Golden with 7 men working in the research and manufacture from the humble master family with their own background of political activity. Robert Mother inspiration cards for work in the anti-corn law league, and his father was President of the Royal Navy and President of Petro masculine with the Catholic Church to work amid the crown demanding parliamentary reform. Emily began to read a book when she was very young, with one source claiming she was reading in the early age of 3. She read the Odyssey at the age of 9 and enjoyed the work and enjoyed Burn, especially his 1678 story of Villager Progress. Another her favorite book was Thomas Charlie Trifaldum Treasure, the French Revolution, a historian. She later said to work remained all her life source inspiration. At the age of 14, she returned home from school one day to find her mother on the way in a public meeting about women voting rights. After learning that Baker would be speaking in the initiate to attending, Golden was interrupted by Baker, and Lutterwood. I left the meeting and the concert and conference suffrage. Years later, she arrived in Paris to attend a school. Normally, the newly the school provides female pupils and classes chemistry, bookkeeping, in addition to traditional feminine arts such as embroidery. Women Social and Political Union or WSPU by 1903, workers believe that yes, moderate speeches and promise about women's suffrage were member parliament MPs had yielded progress. All the suffrage bill in 1870, 1886, and 1897 had women so promised to which were defeated. She over the political party that many agenda items would ever make women suffrage effective. She even broke with the ILP when she refused to focus on the vote for women. It was necessary to abandon the Bayesian tactic of setting advocacy groups to believe in favor of militant action. There's on 10 October 1903, Parkes and several colleges founded the Women Social Political Women WSPO organization open to women and focus on direct activity and food debt and work like turn northward is our permanent motto. The group early militancy took violence from addition to making speeches gathering. President Sigma Signerus, the VPS organized site, released and published in the newsletter called for the women. The group also convened a series of women parliament, for example, in the Hall of Consider Office in government session when the bill of women's suffrage to filibustered on 12 May 95. Parkes and other West members began to protest outside the parliament building. Police immediately forced them away the building where they regrouped and demanded the passage to the bill. Although the bill was never executed, Parkes considered a successful demonstration and militancy for capture attention. Parkes declared in 1906, we are less recognized and political party. We are now in the swim of politics and are the political for. Before long, all three has the other became the artist with the WSB. Christabel was arrested killing police during a meeting liberation in October 1905 and Adele Sylvia was arrested in years later during protest at Parliament. Parkes was, for the first time in February 1908, was to try to enter Parliament, deliver a protest resolution to Prime Minister Asquith. She was charged to obstacle sentence and 6 weeks in prison. She spoke out against considered confinement, including famine, migrant food and civilization, and threatened to solitary confinement, and absolutely silent, which others were offered Parkes in some impression and mean the publication emergency women's suffrage. In June 1999, she stabbed a police officer twice in the face of the insecure would be arrested. Parkes was arrested 7 times before women's suffrage was approved. During her trial on 21 October 1908, she told the court, "We are here not because the lawbreaker, we are here to ever to become the lawmaker." The Women's Party, first at which the could stand in candidates. There, the Savage contestant the world be fight. Few days later, Westbourne investor was identified. Emily lobbied Prime Minister David Lloyd George to ensure Christabel. In November 1917, the WSPU weekly newspaper announced that WSPU was to become the Women's Party. 12 months later, Tuesday, 19 November, at the Queen Hall, London, Emily Parker said her daughter Christabel would their candidate of the forthcoming general election. They will have coalition backing. However, this discussion will taking place on the Parkers which their attention to Smethwick in Staffordshire. The coalition has already settled and the local candidates Mayor Samuel Knox Thompson but Bonner Law, the Conservative leader, was persuaded to ask Thompson to withdraw. Signature requestable was not issued in the former letter. Support from the two leaders and Constantine Cooper Istabel they had to strike fight with the Labour candidate John Davidson and lost by 775 votes. The Women's Party formed no other election and closed soon after. First World War. When the First World War began, August 1914, Emily and Christabel considered to the threat posed to Germany dangers all humanity. In the British government needed to support all men. They pursued the WSPO of militant support activity until fighting on the European mainly ended. It was no time to decide organization. Christabel wrote later this was national militancy as suffragists. We could not pacifist at any price. Through the government was stabilized always we resemble releases and Christabel returned to London. Emily and Christabel said Westbourne in motion of half of the effort. Her final speech after returned by Britannian Christabel worked to the German peril. She urged to gathered women to follow example of their French sister who while the men who are able to keep country going together are forced to carry on the industries. Emily tried to shame men into volunteering for the front line. Marcus put the same energy and determined to apply women's suffrage super advocacy and was effort. She organized rallies touring council, delivery speech and lobbies government to help women enter the workforce while men were observed fighting another issue which concerned urgently the time was plague of so-called war babies, children born in single motherhoods were in the front lines. Farkas stabilized the adoption home Camden Hill designed to employ a Montessori method of children education. Some women criticized Farkas for offering relief to parents of children born out of wedlock, but she declared immediately that the welfare of children was governing. She had seen firsthand and poor law guardian was already concerned choose react to find. However, the home was soon turned over Princess Alice. Parkes herself adopted four children, one renamed Kathleen King, uh, Flora Mary Gordon, Joan Pembroke, and Elizabeth Tudor. Illness ended. Emily Parker's campaign to Parliament was preempted to her ill health and final scandal following Sylvia. The years of touring lecture presenting the hunger strike and taken their toll, fatigue and illness became a regular part of Parker's life. Even more painful, however, was the news in April 1928 that Sylvia had given birth of the wedlock. She had named of children Richard Kirkpatrick Parker in the memory of her father. Her ILP comment and her colleagues from the West were respectively. Emily was further shocked to see report from the newspaper in the US that declared the Miss Parker's a little usually refers to Christabel, boasted of her child being a symbol of eugenics. Science both parents were healthy and intelligent. In the article, Sophia also spoke of her belief that marriage without legal union was the most sensible option for liberation women. This operated again to social dignity, which Parkes had always valued, devastated the elderly woman to make matters worse. Many people believe the Miss Parkus in the newspaper headline referring to Christabel. After hearing the news, Emmeline spent an entire day crying. Her campaign for parliament ended with the scandal. As her health deteriorated, Emily Parkus moved into a nursing home in the Hampstead. She requested she be treated by the doctor who attached her during her ranger strike. This used Thomas Palm in the help to feel better while in prison. Her nurse was sure the shock of such treatment would be severe with her, but Christabel felt obligated to carry out the mother request before the process could carry out. However, she fell into critical condition from which none expect for recover. On Thursday, 14 June 1928, Parker died at the age of 86. She was interred in Brompton Cemetery in London. So thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if I have bad word or something. It's not good. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.